Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Chim's Nutrition. This is a space where we promote optimal health through nutrition. If this is our first time here, my name is Loveline. I'm a registered dietitian, and today we're going to be diving into something that concerns all of us. We're talking about the hidden connection between what we eat every day and the diseases that are silently on the rise today. Now, let me ask you a question. What causes disease conditions? What make people sick? What's the first thing that comes to mind? I'm sure infections, right? Or bacteria. But what if I tell you that the food you eat every day could actually make you sick? Would you believe that? But it's true. The food you eat every day could actually make you sick. Well, more and more people today are getting sick, but not from infections. We're talking about what we call non-communicable disease conditions. And these are long-time diseases that are not usually passed from person to person. We're talking of things like diabetes, type 2 diabetes, talking of high blood pressure, we're talking of stroke, heart diseases, and certain cancers. Now, according to data, non-communicable diseases are responsible for about 74% of deaths worldwide yearly. Can you imagine that? And the numbers are actually increasing. Non-communicable diseases. And if I may ask, what is causing all of this? Why is the number increasing? What is the cause behind these disease conditions? Now, a big part of the problem is what we eat. That's the truth. A big part of the problem is what we eat. We live in a world, in a fast-paced world now. Everybody is always on the rush. Everybody is busy. There is so much things to do. You understand? Most people skip breakfast now. When you talk about lunch, you think of fast food. When you talk about dinner, most people just think of something very quick, just fast. Let's just eat and go. You understand? People don't really take time to monitor or check what they eat. A lot of our food today are processed foods, packed food, packaged food, and these ultra processed foods, they are loaded with sugars, salt, unhealthy fats, food additives, and they usually have very little nutritional value. And the more we eat all of this, the more they causes damage to our body silently without we even realizing that our body is being hurt in any way. Until one day we are told we have high blood pressure or we are told we have type 2 diabetes and we start wondering, what is all of this? Where did all of this come from? The major problem today is what we eat. Here is something that many people don't realize. Most non-communicable disease conditions are actually very preventable. Yes, they are preventable. And just like I said earlier, the food we eat every day plays a major role. Now let's break it down. A diet that is high in sugar, that is high in refined carbs, they could actually spike up your blood sugar. And that's a big problem. Too much intake of sodium from in your diet, from instant noodles, from seasoning cubes, from packet snacks, they could actually increase your blood pressure, and that's a problem. Low intake of fruits and vegetables in your diet, low intake of whole grains, they means that you are missing out on antioxidants, you are missing out on fiber, and that's a problem, especially for your guts. Lack of physical activities and excessive intakes of calorie could actually lead to weight gain, obesity, and other metabolic disease conditions, and that's a problem. Yes, but I have good news. All hope is not lost. Yes, we could actually all take back control of our health, and it all starts by making simple, consistent changes in your diet, one meal at a time. And it could start from something very simple. For somebody, it could start by you cooking your own meals at home. Yes, that could be the small change you could start with. For somebody else, it could start by you adding whole foods, fruits, vegetable, whole grains to your meals. That could be a little step or a little change for somebody. And for somebody else, the little change could start by you reducing intake of soda and replacing it with clean sparkling water. That could be a change for somebody. And for somebody else, it could means reducing, intake of processed food, reducing takeout meals. That could be a small step for somebody. And for somebody else, it could actually start by you making your plate look more colorful and balanced. That could be a little step for somebody. So you see, with little steps and little changes to our diet every day, we could actually take back control of our health. It's that easy. It's that simple. Always remember that food is not just fuel. Food is information for your body. Yes, the food you eat every day, it tells your body what to do. It tells your body either to heal you or to hurt you. The food you eat every day could either energize your body or it can inflame a disease condition. The food you eat every day could actually tell your body to protect you or put you at risk for certain disease conditions. So, here's a challenge for this week. Just take one little step, one little change to your diet for this week. You can add one fruit to your breakfast. That could be a step. That could be a challenge for somebody. For somebody else, the challenge for you for this week would be just reduce one soda. If you take soda every day for 7 days, just remove one soda for a day and change it with sparkling clean water. That could be a challenge for somebody. Let it be a challenge for somebody for this week. Just reduce one soda for this week. And for somebody else, just cook one meal at home this week. That's a challenge for somebody else. So by making these little changes, they all add up and they could actually make a big difference in your health. So that is it for today's video. If you've learned something or if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumb up and leave a comment. Share it with somebody else who you feel could actually benefit from what have been said today. And please don't forget to subscribe and hit on the bell so that you won't miss out on any of the hot gists and nutritional tips that we'll be giving. Thank you for watching, and always remember that your health is in your hands. It just starts with you taking one little step at a time. Thank you very much for watching.